Imagine living a life where nothing can disturb your peace. No matter what people say, no matter how stressful situations get, you remain calm and in control. How powerful would that be? Today, we're going to look at 10 simple but powerful Buddhist principles that can help you stay unbothered by life's ups and downs. As Buddha once said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. These teachings are designed to help you strengthen your mind, master your emotions, and respond to challenges with unshakable calm. 1. Listen twice as much as you speak. Listening more than you speak is a powerful way to absorb wisdom and stay calm in challenging situations. When you listen, you fully understand others before reacting, which helps you avoid misunderstandings and rash decisions. Silence offers space to reflect, making your words more thoughtful when you do speak. It also gives you emotional control, so you're less affected by distractions or provocations. As Buddha said, speak or act with an impure mind and trouble will follow you. This reminds us that rushing to speak without thinking can lead to unnecessary problems, but listening first helps you stay grounded in peace. 2. Always expect the worst. Expecting the worst doesn't mean being pessimistic, but rather being prepared for any outcome. When you anticipate challenges or setbacks, you reduce the shock when they happen and can handle them with more composure. This mindset helps you stay calm and unbothered because you're mentally ready for difficulties. By expecting the worst, you build emotional resilience and avoid being overwhelmed by disappointment. As Buddha said, nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. This teaches us that when we guard our thoughts and prepare for life's uncertainties, we protect our inner peace from being disturbed. 3. Don't allow the comments and attitudes of others to control your life. It's easy to be affected by what others think or say about us, but allowing their comments to control your emotions only gives them power over your peace. Instead, focus on your own values and inner strength. The opinions of others are often shaped by their own insecurities or misunderstandings, so there's no need to take them personally. As Buddha said, let none find fault with others. Let none see the omissions and commissions of others, but let one see one's own acts, done and undone. This reminds us to focus on our own actions and inner growth, rather than being swayed by the judgments of others. By doing so, you stay true to yourself and remain unshaken by outside opinions. 4. Prepare to fail, because it is the only way to progress. Failure is an inevitable part of life, but instead of fearing it, you should embrace it as a stepping stone to success. Each failure offers valuable lessons that help you grow and improve. When you expect and prepare for failure, it no longer feels like a setback, but rather a necessary part of progress. This mindset allows you to remain calm and focused, even when things don't go as planned. As Buddha said, chaos is inherent in all compounded things. Strive on with diligence. This teaches us that life is full of uncertainties and challenges, but by persevering through failure, we strengthen our character and continue to move forward with purpose. 5. Be aware of the dangers of fortune. Fortune, whether in the form of wealth, success, or fame, can be deceiving. While it might seem like having good fortune leads to happiness, it often brings attachments, fear of loss, and unrealistic expectations. When we become too dependent on material success or external validation, we risk losing sight of what truly matters: inner peace and contentment. The more attached we are to our fortunes, the more vulnerable we become to anxiety and dissatisfaction when things inevitably change. We must remember that all things in life, including wealth and success, are impermanent. Just as they come, they can easily go. True strength lies in not letting your happiness be tied to these external factors. Instead, Practice contentment and gratitude for what you have, while understanding that fortune is unpredictable and fleeting. As Buddha said, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. This reminds us that the most valuable treasures in life are not found in material wealth, but in living a healthy, content, and faithful life. By being aware of the dangers of fortune and not clinging to it, you remain balanced and unshaken, even in times of great change. 6. Do not cling to a single hope. Holding on to a single hope or outcome can create unnecessary stress and suffering, especially when things don't go as planned. Life is unpredictable, and when we cling to one expectation, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead of becoming overly attached to specific outcomes, it's important to remain flexible and open to change. This approach allows you to adapt, flow with life's uncertainties, and avoid being overwhelmed when things take a different turn. Attachment to one outcome also limits your ability to see new opportunities. When you let go of rigid expectations, you open yourself up to new possibilities. And often, life unfolds in ways that are better than you could have imagined. Embracing this adaptability means that no matter what happens, you remain peaceful and centered. Buddha teaches, attachment leads to suffering. This simple yet profound truth reminds us that clinging tightly to a specific hope or outcome ties us to a cycle of suffering. By releasing these attachments and embracing the flow of life, you free yourself from the fear of failure and disappointment. Instead, you gain the ability to face any outcome with grace and inner strength. 7. Keep it simple. Simplicity is one of the most powerful tools you can use to maintain peace of mind and inner balance. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the complexities of life, whether it's chasing material success, juggling too many responsibilities, or constantly striving for more. When you simplify your life, you free yourself from the weight of unnecessary stress, distractions, and clutter. Keeping things simple allows you to focus on what truly matters, and it keeps your mind clear, helping you stay calm and composed. Simplicity applies not just to your physical surroundings, but also to your thoughts and actions. Avoid overcomplicating situations with too many expectations, plans, or worries. When you adopt a simpler approach, you're able to respond to life's challenges with more ease. You can find joy in the small things, and by cutting out the excess, you create space for more peace and mindfulness in your day-to-day life. Buddha said, "To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance." This emphasizes the idea that true happiness doesn't come from accumulating things or making life complex, but from embracing simplicity and living with less attachment. When you simplify your life, you reduce the chances of becoming overwhelmed by external factors, allowing you to remain centered no matter what life throws at you. 8. Practice humility in your life. Humility is one of the most profound virtues, and it holds immense power in helping you stay grounded and unbothered by life's ups and downs. Practicing humility means recognizing that you don't have all the answers and that you're always learning and growing. When you adopt a humble mindset, you're less concerned with proving yourself to others and more focused on self-improvement. Humility protects you from the pitfalls of pride, which can cause emotional distress when your ego is challenged. Pride often invites unnecessary conflict and emotional reactions because it makes us overly sensitive to criticism or failure. On the other hand, humility keeps us calm and collected because we're not trying to defend a fragile sense of self. When you practice humility, you accept that mistakes and setbacks are natural parts of life. This acceptance allows you to move through challenges without feeling shaken or defensive, as you're not tied to an inflated self-image. You remain open to learning, growing, and improving yourself, rather than being trapped by the need to appear perfect. Humility also fosters compassion and understanding toward others. It enables you to see situations from different perspectives and approach them without judgment. This leads to healthier relationships, as you're more likely to respond with kindness and patience rather than reacting out of a sense of superiority. As Buddha said, those who have failed to work toward the truth have missed the purpose of living. This quote highlights that living truthfully involves acknowledging our own limitations and imperfections. By practicing humility, you free yourself from the need for constant validation or praise from others, making you less likely to be bothered by criticism or the success of others. It brings a quiet strength, as you are secure in your journey and grounded in your values, rather than in external recognition. Humility shields you from the emotional turmoil that pride often brings. It helps you remain unshaken in both success and failure, guiding you toward a more peaceful, balanced life, where nothing disturbs your inner calm. 9. Make alliances with winning people. The people you choose to surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, emotions, and overall growth. When you form alliances with positive, driven, and emotionally resilient individuals, you naturally begin to adopt their winning attitudes and habits. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those around you are ambitious, kind, and focused on self-improvement, their influence will help you become more grounded, determined, and unshaken by life's challenges. On the other hand, being in the company of negative or complacent individuals can drain your energy and hinder your personal progress. Winning people aren't necessarily the wealthiest or most successful in a material sense, but they are those who prioritize personal growth, act with integrity, and maintain a balanced perspective on life. These people will be there to support you when you face challenges, offering sound advice and celebrating your victories without envy. Their calm demeanor and ability to handle adversity without losing control will inspire you to do the same, helping you maintain your peace and focus regardless of external pressures. One of the greatest benefits of surrounding yourself with winning individuals is the emotional stability they bring. These people don't allow themselves to be consumed by negativity or drama. Instead, they maintain a calm and resilient outlook, even when faced with adversity. By spending time with them, you absorb their habits of emotional control, learning how to stay composed and unbothered by life's difficulties. As Buddha wisely said, an insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. This highlights the importance of choosing your company carefully. Negative people can poison your thoughts and drain your energy, whereas positive allies will help you grow stronger and more centered. Winning people don't just inspire, they hold you accountable. They remind you of your potential when you feel discouraged and help you stay on track toward your goals. Their presence keeps you motivated, even when the journey gets tough. Over time, their winning mindset will naturally rub off on you, making it easier to maintain focus, resilience, and peace, no matter what obstacles come your way. Winning people help you shift your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a reason to quit, you learn to view setbacks as valuable learning experiences. Their ability to bounce back from challenges teaches you that success isn't about avoiding failure, but about overcoming it with determination and grace. You become less shaken by life's inevitable obstacles because you've witnessed firsthand how resilience and persistence lead to growth. Building alliances with winning people also creates a powerful support network of like-minded individuals who motivate and challenge each other to rise to new heights. Together, you create an environment of encouragement and mutual growth, where setbacks are temporary and progress is a shared goal. This support system becomes especially valuable during times of stress or uncertainty, offering strength when you need it most. Surrounding yourself with such people allows you to constantly grow and evolve. Winning individuals challenge you to push beyond your limits and pursue self-improvement with a focused mindset. As you continue to form strong bonds with these people, your own character strengthens, and you become better equipped to handle life's challenges with grace and calm. Aligning yourself with winning people fosters a life of resilience, positivity, and emotional balance. Their presence encourages you to remain unshaken by external factors, helping you maintain inner peace and focus no matter what life throws at you. With these individuals by your side, you become more capable of overcoming obstacles and thriving, building a circle of strength, support, and unwavering peace. 10. Never forget that your reactions forge your destiny. The way you react to life's events ultimately shapes the path your life takes. Every decision you make, every word you speak, and every response you give has a ripple effect that influences your future. This is why it's so crucial to develop emotional control and practice mindfulness in your reactions. When you allow emotions like anger, frustration, or fear to control your responses, you surrender your power and let external circumstances dictate your life. On the other hand, when you remain calm, centered, and intentional in your reactions, you become the master of your own destiny. In Buddhist philosophy, this concept is closely tied to the idea of karma. Karma isn't just about actions, it's about the intentions and emotions behind those actions. If you react with anger, hatred, or impatience, you're planting seeds of negativity that will grow into future problems and suffering. However, if you react with patience, compassion, and wisdom, you're creating positive karma that will lead to better outcomes and a more peaceful life. Buddha's words emphasize this idea. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. This means that your thoughts and reactions are the building blocks of your life. If your mind is filled with negative thoughts, your reactions will reflect that negativity, and your life will follow a similar path. But if you cultivate a mindset of peace, patience, and understanding, your reactions will reflect that inner calm, leading to a life filled with harmony and growth. In practical terms, this means being aware of how you respond to different situations. For example, when someone insults or criticizes you, it's easy to react defensively or with anger. But reacting emotionally only strengthens the power of that negativity in your life. Instead, practice taking a deep breath, pausing, and responding calmly. By doing so, you maintain your power and prevent others from disturbing your peace. This doesn't mean you ignore or avoid conflict. It means you approach it with a clear mind and a focus on resolution rather than escalation. The same principle applies to stressful situations or unexpected challenges. When things don't go as planned, it's natural to feel frustrated or defeated. But instead of reacting impulsively or giving up, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself how your reaction can either contribute to a solution or worsen the situation. By maintaining a calm, solution-oriented mindset, you gain the ability to navigate difficulties with grace and wisdom, ensuring that your actions lead to positive outcomes. Another key aspect of forging your destiny through your reactions is the ability to detach from external outcomes. Often, we become so attached to a specific outcome or result that we react emotionally when things don't go our way. This attachment can lead to feelings of disappointment, anger, or even hopelessness. However, when you practice non-attachment, you accept that you can't control everything in life. What you can control is how you respond. By detaching from the need for things to go exactly as you planned, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety, and you're able to handle unexpected outcomes with resilience and calm. Your reactions not only shape your own life, but they also influence the lives of those around you. When you react with kindness, patience, and understanding, you inspire others to do the same. This creates a positive cycle of behavior that can spread far beyond just your own immediate circle. On the contrary, when you react with anger, frustration, or negativity, it often sparks similar responses in others, perpetuating a cycle of conflict and tension. By being mindful of how your reactions affect others, you can contribute to a more peaceful and harmonious environment. The long-term impact of your reactions can't be understated. Small, everyday responses to situations may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they build the foundation of your character and the life you lead. Choosing to react positively and with intention not only shapes your present, but also paves the way for a future filled with more peace, success, and fulfillment. As Buddha said, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. This means that your reactions, driven by your thoughts, are what can either lead you to a life of suffering or a life of peace. By guarding your mind and carefully choosing your reactions, you take control of your destiny and create the life you truly desire. It's a powerful reminder that no matter what happens externally, you have the ability to shape your future through the choices you make in the present. Mastering your reactions is one of the most powerful tools you have in life. Every moment presents an opportunity to choose how you respond, and in doing so, you forge your own path. When you react with calm, clarity, and compassion, you not only create a better life for yourself, but also inspire those around you to do the same. By remembering that your reactions shape your destiny, you empower yourself to live a life filled with peace, purpose, and unshakable inner strength. Acting as if nothing bothers you doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with unshakable peace. These Buddhist principles offer a path to mastering your mind, emotions, and ultimately your life. Start applying them today and watch how powerful you become in handling life's challenges.